Oh, God!
There we go.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Let go of me. Let go.
We're back on shift inside the ambulance.
Whoa, got a job?
Do you need me to get in the back? You might have to stop.
With more medical emergencies
I'm okay. Oh, that's a good one.
and more cameras,
What's that up there?
That, Tyler, is a little camera.
we're taking you back to the heart of the action.
Just lie down for me. We're from the ambulance, OK?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to go to hospital, please.
There are some new faces
I'm happy to be your crewmate.
I feel like we've bonded.
and some old friends.
I'm better driving than you.
Is it the fact that I'm faster and smoother than you?
Your driving's terrible.
How can I help?
Body-mounted cameras record every moment
Nice deep breaths. Come on, open up. Smash in.
to show you what goes on behind closed doors.
We'll get you right, all right?
You'll be on the front line with the ambulance crews from West Midlands Ambulance Service
I don't need to be a doctor. I just need to know what I can do to help.
as they deal with 3,000 emergency calls each day.
We see so many people who get told that nasty C word. So many people can fight it now.
Step inside the ambulance.
You take care, mate. All right, mate.
Thank you.
Devastated. My sandwich was soggy. It's ruined me night, that has.
Oh, no, don't let it ruin your night. Don't be like that.
Shut up, stop being cringe.
I haven't had the proper, vomiting everywhere. I'm unconscious, but vomiting drunks for a long, long time.
Not seen one of them, will know what it looks like. Well, I do know what it looks like,
It's
but
not pretty.
on the job, I'm not seeing
You
it.
learn to use Inco sheets as bibs, put Inco sheets all over the floor,
I'll follow you, Lee.
and tape a bag to the face.
Literally.
Yeah.
Should have gone for a wee as well.
Oh, mate. You'll have to go in the bag in the back.
See, you would be a cute dog, but they've had its tail docked. I hate that. Really don't like that.
It's coming up to 7 p.m. and paramedic Hannah Simpkins and technician Michelle McNulty have been called to a police emergency.
Right, the police are now in attendance.
That's lovely. We'll make scene then. Thank you very much, Eva.
That's the story, though.
A member of the public has called 999, concerned about a man in the street who appeared to be self-harming. When Hannah and Michelle arrive, the police have already detained the man. Constable James Brown gives Hannah the basics.
Right, so what we've got here, this guy's wanted.
Okay.
Times 3. He's wanted for assaults, so he's a bit violent. We only come to our attention today because a relative's phoned to say that he was walking down here and he was trying to hurt himself.
Right,
so
okay.
they weren't aware that he was wanted. So we've turned up and obviously he's being a bit.
See, you've only got blood in your own eye, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm not bad, Kyle. Right.
All right.
Do you mind if I get him on the back of the wagon so
Yeah.
you can have a look?
Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at his head.
The man is bleeding from a self-inflicted head wound. He has been drinking heavily and is being difficult.
Right. You happy for us to have a look at your head?
Right, let him have a look at your head.
What are you doing?
That's enough, mate. That's enough.
Can we have a look at your head?
That's enough.
No.
I'm just going to squeeze around you. Sorry.
I'm going to cuff you to the back in a minute, mate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to cuff you to the back.
Don't think so.
Eh?
Don't mess with me.
Mate?
Got to take your glasses off so we can look at this head. There's blood going everywhere.
I'm going to clean your head up, all right?
Can you tell us what happened?
Up where?
Well, why have you got blood on your head?
My daughter found you.
Right.
Shot me. For self-harming.
What, out here?
Yeah. For self-harming.
And how were you doing that then?
Shot me at the wall.
Smashing your head off the wall?
Yeah.
Why were you
I'm stressed.
Pardon? You
I'm
stressed?
I need help.
How long have you felt like that for?
I've been like in 3-4 weeks.
Hannah wants to keep the man calm and treat him,
I'm depressed.
but his erratic behaviour doesn't make it easy.
I'll smash myself up. I will.
Why are you going to do that?
Will
What's it going to achieve?
they say
Exactly.
what's going to
So
do?
what are you going to do it for?
I want to smash up, man. I will smash it up. Depressed, man. Depressed. Depressed, man. Too depressed.
Calm down. You're achieving nothing by doing that. You ain't going to break the cuffs, are you? So just chill out.
All right.
No, you
All
won't.
right.
No, you won't.
All right.
Because they're stronger than bone, so don't
All
worry
right.
about it.
All
Just
right.
relax. Let these people, they're paid right to help you. They want to help you.
I'm depressed, though.
Yeah. Okay? So you need help. You've said you need help.
I need help.
Well, let them help
So
you.
you're going to let us help?
That's what we're here for.
I mean, somebody help me.
Yeah, well, they're here
That's
to
what we're
help
trying
you.
to do. Trying to get you the help. All right.
I need help.
Have you had a drink today?
Yeah,
How much you had to drink?
too much.
Daughter said he's had a lot of cans of like high strength
Yeah.
lager.
Okay.
6 odd, maybe more. Oi!
Stop.
Right. I'm afraid you're now going to have to get cuffed to the rear because cuffing to the front, you're going to do silly things like that, aren't you? Okay? So we're going to go cuff you to the rear. Okay? You've had your chances. You're being silly.
Relax. Go on, Andrew.
Just have to sit him up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have to sit him up.
I'm up.
They need to restrain the patient for his own safety. Go on, I got
You got
that.
him?
Yeah, I got that. Got him?
Yeah, but
Nobody wants to try and hurt you. But the more you resist, the more it's going to hurt.
Okay. Right. For our log, please. This guy's trying to self-harm in the back of the ambulance by having to use force restraint. With the patient restrained, the crew can get back to treating his head injury.
Right, let's have a look at your head then.
I want to die.
That'd upset all your kids, wouldn't it?
What?
If you were to do something daft like that.
Die. I want to die, I do.
What about your kids?
Yeah, I'll take that comes up and go now. Wrong, stomach's up. I'll die now.
We don't want that, do
I'll die now. I swear.
You know what?
I would. I'll say bad I am. I shouldn't be like this. But I am.
We're going to put your seatbelt on because we're going to be moving in a minute.
we? With the man safely secured in the back, Hannah can head off to hospital. But her patient isn't happy.
Lock me up. Do what you want to do.
you with the
I'll
right
go
people,
wide.
mate. You with the right people.
I'll go wild. I want to go wide. Need help.
Hannah and Michelle want to get the patient to hospital as soon as possible. As well as the wound, the man has high blood pressure and a high heart rate. But it's his suicidal talk that's really concerning them.
Ultimately, you die.
Why do you want to die?
I do. I'm dying now.
Go ahead, mate.
Never, ever be like this. I'm sorry, I am.
So when did you start becoming like this then?
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
That passed away 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Lost my dad. And then I went downhill. Lost myself.
Well, we're just on our way to Man Hospital. He
Oh, yeah.
does claim he really does want to take his life.
I'm going to take life. Yeah, I've got a problem with drinking.
A lot of people do, to be fair, and as soon as you admit and acknowledge that, you know what, you've got a problem, and then that's when you can start getting help, though, can't you?
I need this.
Because we've got a drug and alcohol referral team.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
I need something, man.
Just then, they arrive at the hospital. The patient has promised to behave.
We agreed, though, yeah? No playing up in the hospital.
I won't.
There's going to be children there, there's going to be sick patients.
I won't.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
The patient is taken off to get his head wounds treated and his heart and blood pressure assessed. Although in the long term, it's likely he'll need other forms of support.
He said he's going to be behaved now, though. I told him there's children in there.
I will.
Sick patients. Huh?
I will.
Remember who's in there, yeah?
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required. Download Veely now.
Slow down. It's just in this, God, you'll just carry on going straight around the bends.
Mate, you didn't realise I was an ex-racing car driver, do you? You don't believe me, do you?
You weren't a very good one then, weren't you?
I was amazing. I had to pull out because I was too good. You know, like Lewis Hamilton in Formula 1, he's like, everyone knows him. That was what I was going to be like, and they said, you can't do it, seriously. They said it just takes the fun out of racing because every time you're there, they just know Sam's going to win.
It's coming up to 10:30 in the morning, and paramedic Laura Hickman and technician Beck Piddock have had an urgent call come through.
We are off to a medical minor Cat 3 vomiting diarrhea. 999 road. 19-year-old Jamie. Diabetic.
Student Jamie rang 111 after having a severe bout of sickness, and they've recommended he call an ambulance straight away. "12 minutes later, Laura and Beck arrive at the patient's home. The crew's body cameras capture everything as it happens.
Where are we? Through here. So, what's been happening today?
I just started puking.
Okay. So, what do we normally suffer with?
Type 1 diabetes.
Okay.
Jamie says he went into hospital last week after a similar bout of sickness, which has now returned.
This morning, you've vomited, you've filled the bag, you've emptied the bag, and you've filled it to here. So this is the amount that we've, gone for this morning.
I feel really dehydrated, but I can't keep anything down.
Okay. Are you sipping water?
Yeah, I've been sipping from here.
Right. How long have you been sick for? Is it just this morning?
Yeah, it's just this morning.
No nausea yesterday?
Well, yesterday I was actually at a concert and I had to be removed from the crowd because I just couldn't cope.
Okay. What are your sugars normally? Is it today? Calm yourself down a bit. It's all right.
They're usually like 7 to 14, depending on what I've eaten.
All right. Well, I've took them today and they're 24.4.
That's not good.
A blood sugar level of 24.4 is high even for a diabetic. Jamie also has a raised heart rate, which with his other symptoms leads Laura to one conclusion.
I think we might be going back into DKA. That's my rationale. I was concerned about Jamie because he may have had something called diabetic ketoacidosis, which is where the body can't use the sugar to produce the energy, so it burns the fat in the body. This then produces an acid called ketones, which is quite dangerous and can be fatal. All right, so what we'll do is I think it's worth a trip up the hospital, Because if it is DKA, they can sort it there.
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, do you want to walk out or do you want me to go and get a chair?
It's only a short distance, I'll probably be able to.
Okay.
DKA is a life-threatening condition which needs immediate hospital treatment. So Laura hurries things along.
Yeah, 12 lead, cannula, fluids. We're going. Have a sit on that bed for me, buddy.
All right. Try and squeeze your bum up as far up here as we can. That's it. That's the vomit bowl just in case. Okay.
What concert did you go to, anyway?
It's Justin Bieber and Halsey.
So are you a believer?
No, just my friend.
Oh, bless you.
Laura wants to get Jamie some intravenous fluids to counteract any he's lost through vomiting. That means putting in a cannula.
Sharp scratch all right, buddy? Try and keep your hand nice and still. Good lad. Well done. There we go. That wasn't too bad, was it? We'll set up your fluids. Beck's doing the anti-sickness now, and then we're going to go, OK?
Yeah.
Jamie only found out he was diabetic a year ago. He's a psychology student at Birmingham University. But right now, it's Laura and Beck's job he's more interested in.
How many years of training do you need to do this? It's like loads of stuff.
To be a paramedic?
Yeah.
2 years training it is, at university.
Must be quite intense then.
Yeah, it is. We're jack of all trades and we're masters of none.
That's all right though.
That's the way it works. I don't need to be a doctor. I don't need to know everything. I just need to know what I can do to help.
Yeah.
And then when we get to hospital, the doctors will do what they need to do to help.
But your first point of contact is the most valuable, really, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. Some people don't need treatment. Some people just need a little bit of reassurance and someone to hold the hand. And if that's what we need to do, then that's what we'll do.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ecstatic, aren't we, Jamie?
You could tell, yeah.
We're going for a day trip to New Cross.
And it's New Cross Hospital that Laura rings ahead to. With a patient with DKA, they need doctors standing by as soon as they arrive.
Hello, mate. I've got an alert for you, please. It's a 19-year-old male, query DKA. I think we're about 10 minutes away from here. All right, mate. Thank you, bye. Right, so we've let the hospital know that we're coming.
Yeah.
So we'll go in with the blues. And did your mum ring 111 this morning, or did you just come straight to us?
Well, I forced her to ring my mum because I hate wasting people's time.
Yeah.
And then they told them to ring you.
To call us. All right, mate. Don't think you're wasting our time, you know.
I know it's just a thing that I have. I just have to make sure it's worth it before I
Bless
do
you. But you see, the thing is as well, though, if it's related to your diabetes, then you are going to need us, aren't you?
One person who definitely hasn't wasted any time is Beck. They arrive at hospital just 10 minutes after leaving Jamie's.
Laura, we're just pulling in.
Thank you. We're here now, mate.
Oh, that was quite fast.
Ah, see, look, we don't mess about, mate.
Jamie will be taken for urgent assessment, and if it is DKA, he'll be treated with insulin, fluids, and nutrients.
Go on, then. Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's almost 11 p.m.
It's like a little arm rest. I feel the need to rest my arm. Just the one mind, I don't want to treat myself too much.
You sounded like an old man then.
Paramedic Hannah Simpkins and technician Michelle McNulty are drawing to the end of their 12-hour shift.
Gonna get in, gonna put my slippers on, put my house coat on.
My house coat.
Have a nice cup of Ovaltine.
But their camaraderie is cut short when an urgent job comes through. A man in his 40s has been suffering from pneumonia. Tonight, it's suddenly got worse, and he's struggling to breathe.
Hello. What's your name, sir?
Lee.
Lee. Right, what's been happening then, Lee?
Last Monday was admitted for pneumonia.
Okay.
Got pneumonia in the lower left lung.
Yep.
I've been out this evening. I dropped my daughter to rehearsal.
Uh-huh.
Just while I was sitting in the car, I just had a massive pain hit me in the back.
Okay.
And it's just progressively got worse and worse and worse.
Okay.
Lee was prescribed antibiotics for the pneumonia a week ago, so it should be getting better. That makes the sudden increase in his pain and his difficulty in breathing a real worry for Hannah.
Whereabouts in your back is the pain, Lee? Is it like radiating from your lung through to the back?
Yeah.
Hannah needs to find out what's causing the problem fast.
First of all, just going to listen to your breathing, all right? As deep a breath as you can for me without causing yourself too much agony, okay? Okay, and out. It's that side of the pain, isn't it? Okay. From the sounds of the base of your lung, there's still some, obviously, issue there. It may very well be your pneumonia related, I think, from the sound of that.
Instead of getting better, Hannah thinks Lee's pneumonia is back with a vengeance.
When you have like inflammation because you've got pneumonia or a chest infection, you've got a lining around the outside of your lung called your pleura, and the pleura rubs against the outside of your lung where you have inflammation there, and that rubbing together is where the pain comes from. That's when Lee was in the most pain, and it feels like that kind of ripping, pulling kind of pain that people just want to sit still and almost brace themselves and not breathe too deeply. I think in that case then, Lee, given how uncomfortable you are, and obviously we can't leave you when you're that uncomfortable, it would be advisable for us to pop you up to the hospital.
Hannah and Michelle want to get Lee to A&E as quickly as possible, where he can get the right treatment. But every move is painful.
Would you like me to swing your legs? No. No?
Although it's his lungs that are affected, pneumonia can cause pain to the entire body.
Do you want the back up a bit more? Or a bit lower, or...?
With Lee strapped in, Hannah and Michelle can at last get moving.
There we go. I'm just going to sit on there for a minute.
For girlfriend Beth, Lee has been a real worry.
It's all right, you've got me out of a day of work tomorrow. I don't mind.
With Lee in so much pain, Hannah keeps the conversation to a minimum.
Oh, shit.
We're not too far away now, it's only a couple of minutes. They're really not designed for comfort, unfortunately, these ambulances.
The journey is less than 8 minutes, but it can feel a lot longer when you're in so much pain.
Sorry. Oh, Christ, what's it?
Touch wood, it doesn't look too busy. It's a lot quieter than the manor was anyway, so hopefully we'll get you sorted quickly. Yes, thank you.
You sure you don't want a blanket?
I was going to say brace yourself, but that'll probably make it worse.
It's going to be a bit bump. Going to be as gentle as we can.
Lee will be taken into A&E, where his lungs will be assessed to see if the pneumonia really is back.
I feel sorry for him, to be fair, because he's had a lot of stuff going on over the last
6 weeks.
6 weeks, basically, yeah, since he had his shoulder done and then he had his pneumonia and stuff like that. And you meet somebody and you think he's in fairly good health, to be fair. Like all his observations, normally he looks like a fit guy. And then obviously he's clearly in a lot of pain, and it is been known before he had pneumonia. Well, I've never had it, but supposedly. People say it's really painful and he did look really uncomfortable, so it wouldn't surprise me if that hasn't cleared up fully. So hopefully they can do something for him, because he was a nice guy.
Isn't it great when all the cars just like part like the Red Sea? I love it, I do.
Makes you feel important.
Makes me feel like I'm going to a life-threatening, I need to get there now. Everybody move out my way. It doesn't work very well when you're in your own car though. I wouldn't recommend trying it.
Right, so.
It's just gone midday, and paramedics Matt Rodwell and Preet Lally have had an urgent call.
Okay, so we're off to a fitting. Someone under 16?
Under 16?
It's a school, isn't it?
In fact, the girl, Chanel, is 13. She has a history of fitting while at school. Anyone having a seizure like this is a priority for the service. Just 8 minutes later, Matt and Preet arrive at the school.
It says sixth form centre here.
For the last 18 months, Chanel's been having seizures. It's becoming part of her normal life.
Hello.
Good morning.
It happens quite a lot. So she is known, Mum. Yeah, she is known. So we're she's not diagnosed with anything, but she might have epilepsy. She passed out the first time and she was having a fit, and then normally she comes round.
The school don't always call for an ambulance when Chanel fits, but today's incident is more worrying.
So she's had more than one?
Yeah, then she went out again.
So she's had two?
Chanel's been hospitalised 8 times because of her frequent fitting.
Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Are you Chanel? Yeah. Nice to meet you, Chanel. My name's Matt and my friend's name's Preet. How are you? You OK? Are we all right to just pop you around here so we can have a bit of a look at you? Is that all right?
In the chair or out?
It's up to you. We'll pop you in this blue chair and we'll swivel you around and we'll have a bit of a conversation with you. So what's the last thing you remember then?
Right on a date.
And that's it? OK, and did you wake up in here? Or did you wake up in the other room? Do you remember being brought from one room to another? Obviously, she's more than with it at the moment. She knows exactly what's happening. How long did it take her to get to this kind of stage?
Coming round, it's taken her about 20 minutes, but she doesn't remember anything in terms until she got in here.
OK, so is 20 minutes a good time?
Too long.
Too long? OK, so it's taken longer than normal for her to come round to be like this. Okie dokie, all right.
She's also saying that she normally gets some sort of like an
aura premonition type thing.
But she didn't this time.
OK. My worry was the bit prior to her convulsing and the amount of time it's taken her to come round. We call it post-ictal, is the term, but if it's taken someone a long time to come round, it's because you use so much oxygen when you have a seizure and you're hypoxic, so you haven't got enough oxygen, and subsequently, the longer it takes your body to get that back, the longer it takes you to come round.
Matt and Preet check Chanel's blood sugar levels, temperature and heart rate.
No headaches or anything like that?
Yeah.
You got a bit of a headache? Is it normal if you had have a bit of a headache as you come round?
Yeah.
OK.
Matt really wants Chanel to go to A&E for a full checkup.
If you do start to feel like you're going to fit again, just let me know. And what we'll do is we'll lie you down and give you some oxygen.
But Chanel's been in and out of hospital so often, she doesn't want to go today.
I know you've got a bit of a headache, but we do need to kind of do it.
Matt calls her mum to explain what's happening.
Hi, Petal. My name's Matt. I'm a paramedic for West Midlands Ambulance Service. We're with Chanel today. But Chanel's had 2 seizures today, and it's taken Chanel about 20 minutes to come round. I've got 2 concerns in the fact that Chanel didn't realise that this was about to happen, and the second one is that it's taken Chanel about 20 minutes to come round back to kind of her normal self. And those 2 things alone really are kind of something I'd like assessed in A&E.
But Mum Sita's not keen. Chanel's due to have a brain scan in just a few days' time, and Mum wants to wait for that appointment.
Not a problem. All right, lovely, thank you. OK, take care, bye-bye.
Although Chanel's not going to hospital today, Matt has some useful advice.
What we'll do is I'll write a little note for your mum and we'll ask your mum to keep a record. Get yourself like a little book or something from Tesco's, like a quid. And just write.
Get you an exercise book if you want one.
And just write in them and take it with you everywhere.
Yeah, 1 past 6. Oh, it's pink. See? Thought you'd like that.
In terms of what made it safe for her to go home, Mum was going to be with her, Mum was going to watch her. Mum's quite switched on, as is Dad. I know they know what they're doing. Any problems, they're going to call us.
Preet and Matt head back to the ambulance. Chanel is going home with her dad.
Any problems, call 999. All right, I've documented on there the kind of things you need to be aware of, but things like confusion, headache, drowsiness, unrousability, another seizure, call us immediately, OK?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No, Chanel, it's my pleasure. You take care.
Bye.
See you later. Take care, Jazz.
Thank you, thanks a lot. Take care. Thank you.
Smashing.
Is it too early for carrots? Do you fancy a carrot?
Not while I'm driving.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat while you're driving.
No.
Preet's back on shift, today with student paramedic Leon Ascari. It's 4:30 and they've just had a call come through.
Fall, 81-year-old male, querying a NOS, so it's a break of the neck of femur.
Retired teacher Les has fallen over on a day out and is in severe pain. His wife Brenda has taken him to their son's house.
Extreme caution. Cab door open.
Preet and Leon are soon on the scene, where they're met by Les's son.
Hello.
He's had a fall.
Where?
Well, they went to Penkridge. They've been to an auction there. When he was in there, he fell. So it's taken 3 guys to get him into the car.
3 guys, okay.
Yeah, they've lifted him in. My mum was driven here, thinking he'd be okay. He's got his feet out and he stood up, but then he just can't move. Can't go anywhere. His name's Les.
Les? Hiya.
Yes.
My name is Preet. This is Leon.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
No.
Well, wish we'd met under nicer circumstances. So you're able to wait there. You're able to stand, are you? But are you not able to walk?
Every time he came to put his weight onto that leg,
Yes.
he just couldn't do it.
But he's able to move his leg.
A little bit.
But not,
Nothing really.
Not majorly. Okay.
Les has obvious pain in his leg. Preet's main worry is that it's a sign he's either broken or fractured it.
No. What I'm thinking is rather than doing knobs out here, we get the stretcher out.
Oh, stretcher.
Yeah, stretcher. I want him to lie down so I can have a proper look at his hip.
Les was a special needs teacher, a job he loved. He was fit and well, but 15 years ago started to develop life-changing conditions, as wife Brenda explains.
It used to be from anyway from the Parkinson's.
Right.
And he's also got dementia related to Parkinson's.
Sure.
Parkinson's disease causes so many problems for the brain, and it can affect your mobility, it can affect the way your brain communicates different parts to your body, down to affecting your memory. So in Les's case, with his falls, he's trying to do something, the brain is telling his body to do something, and his feet are not quite managing to follow what the brain is saying. So it's quite devastating, really.
Where's the pain at the moment?
It's in the hip.
Yes. Which side? This one? Okay. Can I have a feel, please? I just want a very light feel. I don't want you to get up, darling.
Now, if you did. Oh.
Okay. Might be more of a strain rather than a break, but I can't rule out a break. Les, I want you to get onto this bed, okay? And I know it's going to be painful at first, but when I get you onto the ambulance, I'll give you some pain relief, okay? Leon is going to grab you from the top. I'm going to get you from your legs, okay? And we're going to slide you across. Trust us. That's it, darling. You ready? Well done, darling. Well done.
There we go.
Oh, darling. Well done. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well done. Sorry, darling. I'm sorry, darling.
Once inside the ambulance, Preet and Leon can finally do a proper inspection of Les to try and work out what's causing the pain in his leg.
Les! Les! Hello?
Yeah.
No? Right. Is it the pain? Should we give you something for the pain first, before I start moving you? Yeah?
Preet puts in a cannula so she can give Les liquid paracetamol for the pain.
You're gonna have a sharp scratch, okay?
Then it's time to inspect the leg.
Les, I need to cut your jogging bottoms off. All right? I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Okay. You all right, darling? Where does it hurt? Point to it.
Yeah, I broke my leg.
You feel like you've broken your leg?
I
Well done. Well done, darling. Well done. All right.
It doesn't look as if there's anything broken.
No, not at all. If he, I know he can't weight bear, which does put, he might have even fractured something, not broken.
Right. Okay. So will the X-ray show them?
It'll be most likely an X-ray, won't it?
Unable to identify what's causing Les so much pain, there's only one place to go to find out.
I'm ready when you are, mate. Thank you.
They head to hospital. Les and wife Brenda have 3 children and 6 grandchildren. Since first developing Parkinson's, his symptoms have gradually got worse, putting a big burden on Brenda as his main carer.
How long have you been married?
58 years.
Wow.
59 in October.
How do you feel? How are you coping?
I find the dementia far more difficult than the Parkinson's. I think dementia is terrible.
It is.
For people to deal with.
I mean, it's a lot of people feel sorry for, you know, the patient, but at the same time, I think it's worse for the family because for him, he's in his own perfect bubble. You know, everything to him is normal, whereas for the family around him,
He doesn't understand. I'm trying to keep him safe, and he thinks I'm trying to stop him.
I think when you are caring for somebody, especially somebody like Les, who have lots of care needs, people tend to look at the patient but then forget about the carer. You know, it's a lot of responsibility to keep somebody like Les safe. I think Les and Brenda have a very strong relationship, even though, you know, Les has gone from being the man that she loved from the beginning to he's now got Parkinson's, dementia. You know, that love is still there and very strong.
You all right, Les? You okay? Sleeping.
Yeah, it's fine. But he does normally sleep.
Yeah.
40 minutes after leaving their son's house, Leon pulls into the hospital.
Here, we're at New Cross. We're going to have a look at you. Okay?
Les will be taken off and x-rayed to see what he's done to his leg.
Ready?
Can you believe they were married for 58 years? No, 57 years. 58
You
years.
just don't see that nowadays.
I think the record I have so far is 72. I think they got married when they were like 14.
I think that beats mine. I've had 68 and things, but
I hope I have that with my husband.
when did you get married?
It'll be a year in July.
So, you're how old now?
28.
28. So that means for 72, you'll need to be 100.
Yep.
Good luck. Especially with this job. Good luck.
Yeah.
Last until 100.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to retire by 40.
By 40.
The patient who was found self-harming in the street was treated for his injuries in hospital and offered support for his ongoing mental health issues. Psychology student Jamie, who has diabetes and had severe vomiting, was rushed into hospital where he was treated for diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA. He says it was the worst incident he's ever had with his diabetes. He's now better and back studying and hopes to be a psychiatrist. Rugby player Lee, who'd recently had a shoulder operation and a bout of pneumonia, was taken to hospital where a chest x-ray showed his pneumonia had returned. He was prescribed a 2-week course of antibiotics, which got him back on the road to recovery. However, he won't be back playing rugby until his shoulder fully recovers. Chanel, who had 2 seizures at school, suffered yet another episode in class a few days later. As the fits have been escalating over the past 18 months, she had a brain scan, though the results for that came back clear. The reason for her seizures still remains unknown. Les had broken his hip when he fell, and 4 days after going into hospital, underwent a hip operation. Unfortunately, he developed a chest infection and pneumonia and ended up spending 3 months in hospital. His dementia has deteriorated, and the family have made the decision to place him in a care home so he can get the right help. Wife Brenda visits him every day.